I don't know what kind of flower that is out front of the house. I think that flower has been here ever since my wife and I moved in. So I think it's been here for about 7 or 8 years. Um, but I still don't know what it is. Someday I'm going to have to figure out exactly what kind of flower that is. But I haven't done pullovers, Jackie pullovers, in a little while. I call him Jackie pullovers because I think that he passed away whenever I was doing some pullovers, exercises on the floor. Um, and I'm kind of nervous whenever I do this because if you notice, that's a lot of weight. Well, it's a lot of weight to me that I'm using, and I want to make sure that the collars are on there real tight, and so that the weight plates don't come falling off accidentally. And usually the dogs, whenever they see me moving around this big heavy weight, then they get kind of nervous and they start jumping off the bed or start moving around a little bit more. Um, so it so I don't. In fact, that was Osita, and she was having a little bit of sneezes, and she was happy. Um, so what I'm doing here is I'm doing doing repetitions, and then I do a hold. Uh, when I was getting ready to finish up my last couple sets, then I was doing a hold, and after the hold, then I let the weight fall behind my head, and then I do a pullover. Um, this is that's one of the hardest things, is to do a hold and then let the weight go behind me and do a pullover, because it really requires a lot of the muscles go into action, go into working at that time. Um, the my hands get pretty darn sore. My palms get pretty darn sore from pushing up against the weight. And I was thinking that what was going to happen was my hands were going to go numb, because whenever I'm starting to do presses with a very large amount of weight, then usually my thumbs, not my thumbs, but my palms start going pretty numb. Um, but it wasn't that bad because I was alternating a little bit. First my right palm was touching mostly the weight, and then after I did a few sets, then I would do my left hand was touching most of or left palm was touching most of the weight plate. Um, so I did a little bit of alternation so that I could, kind of give my palms a little bit of rest, and so I wouldn't be cutting off circulation. Uh, you see, Zucker there, he didn't move during the whole time that I was doing these pullovers. So I guess he wasn't too afraid with the weight. Even whenever I'm rolling the weight a little bit here towards me, he doesn't get too worked up. I mean, check him out. I mean, he'd even move his head, But he is alive. He's alive and he's fine. So he's okay. It's just I haven't done these in a while, so he probably doesn't remember that all that weight. It's pretty scary. It can hurt him, if I accidentally drop it on him. But I